Ellen McCauley at Pray It Off in Syracuse, New York. We're talking about Whole30. Let's take a really good look at the shopping list and see how crazy this stuff sounds. Okay, protein. Eggs. Okay, well that doesn't sound too crazy. Ground beef. Okay, steak. Ground chicken. Chicken breast. Chicken sausage. You had me at sausage, Pray It Offers. Whole chicken. Ground chicken. Whole turkey. Salmon, whitefish, shrimp, scallops, other seafood, yes, cod, pork, pork sausage, pork bacon. Now here's what I'm going to say, watch, deli meat. Some of you do not want to get the deli meat because you're not going to ask the right questions. You're not going to say, is there MSG in that? Is there nitrates in that? Because there's a lot of MSG and nitrates in a lot of processed meat. If you say to them, is this all natural turkey breast? And they say yes. And you say, let me see the label. I've said that to the guy before. Can I see the label? And they hold up this big hunk of meat, and I read it. They would be happy to do that. Anybody think any of that protein's crazy? No. Anybody? No. Okay, let's look at the vegetables. And you know what I realized when I read the vegetable list? There's a lot of vegetables I'm just not eating. Think of the excitement. 30 days to try these. Acorn squash, artichoke, arugula, asparagus, beets. I'm going to give beets another chance. I'm going to go on another date with beets, everybody. Bell peppers, bok choy. I'm not going to read them all, but there's parsnips. When's the last time anyone had parsnips? Sherry probably had them last week because she's creative. Yep. Anybody else? A few people. Endive, romaine. All right, now there's some unusual ones there, but does anyone think there's enough here's what you're going to love. Look at under the peas, everybody. Potatoes. Oh. Yes, sweet potatoes. Yams. I love sweet potatoes. Not fried. Thank you, Sherry. Well, wait a minute. If you get a little all-natural oil and put it in the pan yourself, right? It says right over here you can use oil.
I wouldn't go frying them, but you can do that.
Stir fry.
Bake.
Okay. Sherry's been doing this. All right. All fruit is allowed on Whole30. Look at all those fruits. I haven't had a date in a long time. Okay. Plums, plantains. There's a lot of good things. And then fats. Let's look at the fats. You've got some duck fat there. When's the last time anyone here had some duck fat? Sherry? All right, even Sherry hasn't had any duck fat. All right, but take a look at these. Olives, I love olives. Avocado, almonds, all kinds of nuts. Again, in moderation. You don't take the can of nuts and sit there and eat it like a bag of chips. Moderation. A lot of herbs and spices. A lot of things to have in your pantry. Now be careful when you're getting canned anything. So you might say, well, you know, I want spaghetti squash, and I'm going to put some marinara sauce on it. Full of sugar. You have to get, do they even sell all natural tomatoes, all natural stuff without sugar?
In the all natural section of the grocery.
There is an all-natural section. If you say, Ellen, I can't afford it, buy a couple of tomatoes, slice them up, throw them on your spaghetti squash. You don't have to buy canned or
You can look for canned tomatoes, like San Marzano, to make sure they don't contain any sugar or very small amounts of salt.
Now, we're talking about added sugar. Tomatoes in and of themselves have natural sugar, but they won't put that on the label. They'll say tomatoes, then they'll add fructose or whatever, stuff like that. You don't get those. So be careful with your canned things that they don't have additives. And you know what? This is even a good shopping list if you're not going to do Whole30. It's got fruits, veggies, some drinks. Now drinks you got to be careful on because you can't get anything with the sucralose. Even some of those flavored waters have sucralose in it. I think there's nothing wrong with good old-fashioned H2O. So you got to practice good mealtime habits. Don't let TV, phone, email, and all of a sudden your food's gone. I've been saying this all along. Eat 3 meals a day, starting with a good breakfast. Scrambled up some of those eggs, get some veggies, throw it in. 1 to 2 palm-sized protein sources. Fill the rest of your plate with vegetables. Occasionally add a serving of fruit. That's what they're saying. Don't have 20 pieces. And then they're also talking about workout and how you can have a little snack. Now, when they're talking workout, everybody, they're not talking about a half-mile walk. Our bodies need to move, and that's one thing that I was thinking about. We need to do something for a half hour straight that's aerobic, and that's what I've been trying to add, an hour of aerobic exercise, because our body's waiting for us to take a regular walk or waiting for us just to move a little bit. We can't, we count it as exercise, but it's not a workout. Now, if Holly's going on a 5-mile run, she might want to eat 15 to 75 minutes pre-workout as a signal to prepare her body for activity. Or if you're going to go to the gym and do Zumba, you might want to have some protein or fruits or vegetables then. But we're not talking about just little teeny activity. I'm going to stop right there, Bobby.